Oh.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Get the Fun Outside. Today we have a little bit of an unboxing video. I've been looking for a tomahawk. As you've seen in our trailer, we do axe throwing as one of our fun activities outside, and I've always wanted to throw a tomahawk, and so I've been shopping for one. Let's see, I've purchased this and it just came in the mail today, so we shall open it and see what's inside. I'm very excited. Try not to cut myself on film. So it's a CRKT Tomahawk. Put my knife away a little too soon. It's the Woods Tomahawk and some assembly required. That's locked in nice. It's a 19-inch handle. That's nice. A lot of the reviews on this tomahawk says it doesn't come sharp out of the box. It's not bad. You could always use a buffing. So why this tomahawk over others? This is the Woods Chogan, if I'm pronouncing that right, Chogan Tomahawk from CRKT. I wanted a versatile tool for camp that was both compact, lightweight, but durable. This has the hammer end that you can use for pounding intense stakes, doing some other small tasks around camp with. Has a nice sized beard for limbing small trees, possibly cutting down some trees when my saw is not in good action. It has a fairly good wedge on it for splitting, apparently, as far as tomahawks go. Of course, with cutting tools, there's always pros and cons, and you have to weigh out your options when you're in the woods. I'm just going to put that on so I don't cut myself. I like the versatility of this. You can always break it down and put it in your pack in two parts. You can also break it down and just use the knife without this, or even choke up on it like this. Choke up on the handle and shave and do some work. If you make reference to one of our camp hack videos, I do enjoy spoon carving. This is light enough at camp that I could probably hew off most of the wood before I go at something with my knife. Later on we might do a review, and I might come back to this in a few months and realize I've wasted a lot of money, or realized I really like this and I can retire some of my other cutting tools. We will have to see.
You'll never retire any of your cutting tools.
No, I won't. But don't tell Lily. Price and where I got it. So CRKT has its own website you can go to. With the American exchange, it was significantly more expensive for me to buy it there. Here in Canada, there is a knife company called House of Knives Canada. And they carried this for the same price without the exchange, and they actually had a 20% off sale this past month. The tomahawk itself appealed to me. I saw it in an aisle on sale at Cabela's about 3 years ago, and I love the look of it. There's something traditional about a tomahawk with Canadian history with the fur trade, and something about being in a canoe and having a tomahawk. Its portability and its versatility, and that's what really made me want to always have one. I spoiled myself and got myself this one. Cold Steel has a tomahawk as well, and there's a lot of reviews online comparing both. I seem to come out with this one on top. This is slightly more expensive, but you get what you pay for, I think, in the long run, as long as you're aware of that when you come into it. Feel free to look at other YouTube channels for the reviews. If you want me to do a review, I will gladly buy another edge tool and compare with the Cold Steel. If you'd like, please comment in below and I will gladly do a review of the two and a comparison. As you can see, we're out on a lovely spring day in the woods near our camp, and the wind's blowing, messing my hair as usual, so I apologize for any of the sound quality, but I think we're just going to cut now and go throw some hatchets and tomahawks and see how it does.
throw underhanded. It's not how I am as a person, though. Sponsored by the Coffee Club. You know, Hades Coffee says coffee makes it feel less murdery, but I don't know. Putting the board back in.
So we're back, finishing off our little unboxing here. We've had some fun throwing it at the targets, and well, what do we think? General consensus is it's a beautiful toy to have. Tool, sorry, it's tool. Yeah, it's a tool, not a toy, honey. I'm gonna take a sip of my coffee here. Coffee's good for the soul. What can we say about this? Well, the hickory handle held up. I pushed its limits and stepped twice as far back as I normally throw, and the handle smoked the target, and it came apart as a tomahawk should, and luckily it did because the handle didn't break. The axe head came off, tomahawk head, sorry, came off, and it held up. The specifications, the length of the beard, I don't know. The weight of the head, I don't know. The length of the handle, I'm assuming, is 19 inches. All I know from what the lovely Columbian River Knife and Tool Company sent me in the instructions was how to assemble it and how thick this end is compared to this end. The lower end is always thinner, so this can slide up and down and be assembled and disassembled. You don't want to do that too many times if you can avoid it. They were kind enough to show you how to assemble it with the manual, but they don't give you any specifications in the box. And that's about the only downside I have to this right now. I will do future reviews on this and let you know what I think and how it handles at camp and camp duties. Yes, I said duties. My cameraman's smirking again. The Columbian River Knife and Tool Company. Very reputable. I've had one of their pocket knives for more than 8 years. It's held up, it keeps its edge. I use one of their small hatchets to do wood carving with, and I've had that for 2 years and really love the weight and the balance of it, and they haven't disappointed me with this tomahawk. It is a beautiful tool to have in camp and a beautiful toy to throw at targets. Any comments from the cameraman who had fun throwing it as well?
So as someone who has taught and coached axe throwing, shout out to Northern Experts, I'm not sure you'd be able to actually use this. I think because of the length of the handle, you wouldn't be able to use it with our official axe throwing federation here. But as someone who's thrown a variety of sizes of axes, as have you, the tomahawk is smooth. The heavier axes and hatchets that we use in the axe throwing federation, they've just got a solid amount of sink, which this has as well. It wants to go in.
It does.
It wants to taste wood flesh.
So let's talk price. How much did I pay for this? Like I said earlier in the review, I paid 20% off for this, and that's why I chose ordering it. I made the choice to order it from House of Knives. This runs between $70 and $100 depending where you look online or where you shop for this. I paid $79 plus tax, and I didn't have to pay for shipping. I'd recommend shopping online in different places for it, but I think if you made this purchase, you'd be happy. Whatever you pay for your toys or tools, just please remember one thing. Get the fun outside. Cutscene.